Good morning. We ask the audience to please be seated. The processional will begin momentarily. Distinguished guests, we will begin the ceremony shortly. We ask that you please remain in your seat during the ceremony. Professional photographers from Grad Images are taking photos during the ceremony. If you would like to take your own photographs, please do so from your seat. Photo station locations are available throughout campus, and we invite you to use them for taking photos after the ceremony. A list of these areas is printed on page 18 of your program. Today's ceremony will feature professional American Sign Language interpretation by the Associates in Sign Language, LLC, in front of the stage to allow all our guests to fully experience this celebration. This ceremony will also be broadcast live downstairs for guests seeking additional seating. If you are interested, please ask a staff member in a green S&T polo shirt to direct you to the overflow seating area downstairs. Distinguished guests, good morning. We ask the audience to please stand and remain standing as you are able for the candidates processional. Distinguished guests, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Air Force ROTC Blue Sabres. Gentlemen on stage, please remove your caps for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red red almost bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to the Missouri S&T University Winds and the Missouri S&T Choral Program for providing music for the opening of our ceremony. Thank you to the Air Force ROTC cadets for posting the colors. Distinguished guests, please be seated. We now ask that you direct your attention to the screens at the front of the stage to remember and honor members of the Miner family who passed away during the past year. These were current S&T students, faculty, and staff whose lives were sadly lost. Please honor their memory with a moment of silence as the video plays. Thank you for observing a moment of silence and honoring the lives of these miners. Chancellor Modogani will now begin our program.
Oh, good morning. Let's try this again. Good morning. That's a lot better. One more time. Good morning. All right. Welcome to today's commencement ceremony. I would like first to introduce some distinguished members of our platform party. Our state constitution vests the governance of the University of Missouri in the Board of Curators. The curators appointed by the governor freely spend their time ensuring that the people of Missouri are provided with high-quality public university education. We are honored to would have represented curator Leda Cruson here today. Unfortunately, her house got hit by a tornado yesterday, so she won't be here. Nonetheless, we appreciate the service that Curator Cruson offers to the university. Our Board of Trustees at Missouri S&T comprises alumni and friends whose accomplishments, experiences, and interests help guide the future of our great university. We are honored today to have with us our President of the Board, Mr. Stevens Bonning. President Bonning, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service, sir. Research is a core part of our educational mission as an R1 university. Leading this effort is Dr. Kamal Khayyat, Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation. Vice Chancellor Khayyat, will you please stand and be recognized? Finance and operations staff are needed to support our academic and research missions. This division includes human resources, university police, design, construction, and space management, and much more. Leading this division is Alicia O'Neill, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Operations. Vice Chancellor O'Neill, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Shared governance is an important quality of Missouri S&T. Our Faculty Senate plays a significant role in our university's planning and decision-making processes. Representing our Faculty Senate today is its President, Dr. David Westenberg. Dr. Westenberg, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Our libraries and learning resources are a key element of our research for our researchers and students to succeed. Leading these services is Dr. Bella Carr-Gerlich, Vice Provost and the Dean of Libraries. Dr. Gerlich, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I'd like to recognize Dr. Stephen Roberts, who is filling in today for our Provost, Dr. Colin Potts, due to a death in Dr. Collins' family. Dr. Roberts is our Vice Chancellor for Strategic Initiatives. Dr. Roberts, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Now I would like to recognize our mace bearers. Mace bearers for our ceremonies, and they historically have been a symbol of authority dating from medieval times, when knights carried them during processions with their royalty. As traditions grew, the mace became a ceremonial symbol of peaceful leadership. It is an honor to serve as a mace bearer. Missouri S&T selects faculty and student mace bearers for each commencement ceremony. You can read more about these individuals on pages 7 and 8 of your program. Please stand, mace bearers, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until I read all the names. Representing the College of Arts, Sciences, and Economics is Dr. David Duvernell, Professor and Chair of Biological Sciences, and Christian Bigler, who will be conferred a bachelor's degree in Biological Sciences today. Representing the College of Engineering and Computing is Dr. Kwame Owa-Ofi, Chair and the Union Pacific Rocky Mountain Energy Professor of Mining and Explosives Engineering, and Aaron Brown, who will be conferred a bachelor's degree in ceramic engineering today. Representing the Comer College of Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Economic Development is Dr. Biru Lee, Associate Professor of Business and Information Technology and Megan Boyle, who will be conferred a bachelor's degree in engineering management today. So thank you all for your service. Thank you. You may be seated. Today we are celebrating the accomplishments of our graduating class. Graduates, please look at your family members in the audience and friend in the building who are with us here today. Wave at them. Thank them. Stand up. Stand up and look at them. Stand up. Wave at them. Look at them. Think of all that they have done for you. And when you get there, when you get home, hug them and thank them sincerely. Remember all the parent-teacher meetings that they've had for you to be here today. So don't forget them and remember them sincerely when you get home, and give them a 10-minute hug when you get home. Every graduate sitting here has a unique story and mentors who made a difference in their lives. I'd like to recognize a few faculty and staff members who were nominated by members of this class for believing in their potential, offering guidance, and helping shape their path to success. You will spot them wearing our Behind Every Graduate pin, and you can read in their own words how these individuals inspired them at commencement.missouri.mst.edu. I'd like to ask these mentors to please stand and remain standing. And again, audience, please hold your applause until I read all the names. Dr. David Edwards, head of the athletic performance. Dr. Ralph Flory, professor emeritus of earth sciences and engineering. Dr. Catherine Groth, associate professor of earth sciences and engineering. Dr. Amber Hensley, associate professor of psychological sciences. Ms. Jana Howell, senior program manager of S&T's Student Success Center. Ms. Sam Kastner, certified athletic trainer who was nominated by many students. Dr. Warner Meeks, associate teaching professor of mechanical and aerospace engineering. Dr. Joan Schumann, teaching professor of engineering management and systems engineering. Unable to attend today is Dr. Henry Pernica, curator's distinguished teaching professor of mechanical and aerospace engineering, who is in Michigan with his students competing in a Formula SAE car. To all of you nominated for this honor, thank you for believing in our students and helping them achieve this important milestone in their lives. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, I'd like to ask you to also consider all the people cheering for you who are not in the building today, but they're watching you via live stream. I'd like to recognize all our faculty who have dedicated their careers to teaching in pursuit of knowledge and who have helped all our graduates reach their academic goals. Faculty, would you please rise and be recognized? Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you. Graduates, we could not be more proud of you. Not only have you completed rigorous coursework and achieved your degree, but you have also participated in hands-on learning through student design teams, internships, co-ops, activities, works, societal work, your club activities, and all of that. You faced challenges and persevered, and you are here today, more resilient than when you started down your educational path years ago. For 155 years, this wonderful university has educated creative thinkers innovators, and leaders among many industries. And now you join those distinguished alumni. Through your relentless pursuit of purpose, you and your fellow graduates will provide critical contributions to critical global challenges facing our society and the world. You will invent new businesses and technologies, support cybersecurity, help protect the environment, further space exploration, educate our youth, or any of the thousands of other interesting and important career paths our alumni follow. You may excel in a career that doesn't even exist yet. Each week, I send an email on Friday mornings to our students, faculty, staff, alumni, and many others. First of all, who in here receives my Friday emails? Let me see a show of hands. Let me see your hands. I promise I won't ask you if you read it, but I just want to see who receives it. Regardless of the topic of my email, every single time I hear from alumni about how their S&T education prepared them for their careers and life success. One gentleman that writes to me virtually every week is a 96-year-old graduate of our mining engineering program in 1949. And he was hired and was sent to Brazil to head the operations of a mining company. He married a Brazilian woman, and today he has 72 children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And he writes to me and tells me about how life was here in Rolla in the late 1940s. I expect you to keep writing to this institution years after you graduate from here. Of course, it's wonderful to hear from our alumni, and they respond to my Friday messages all across the spectrum. And I have no doubt that your education will pay dividend and you will become a rainmaker for your communities as well. I hope that one day you too reach out to the chancellor of this great university with your story of success and tell him or her how S&T contributed to your success. You deserve to be here, and I know your future will be bright. Congratulations, and let's give them another round of applause.
At this time, Missouri University of Science and Technology would like to recognize Mr. Robert Clark by conferring the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. Dr. Stephen Roberts will say a few words.
Good morning. Chancellor, it is my honor to present Mr. Robert Clark, a successful alumnus and accomplished business leader. Bob founded Clayco, a fully integrated turnkey real estate development and design-build construction company in 1984 in his hometown of St. Louis. Today, the company, headquartered in Chicago, is among the largest builders of industrial hyperscale data facilities, advanced manufacturing, education, research, and healthcare projects. In 2024, Clayco had a revenue of almost $7.5 billion and a team of over 3,800 employees. Mr. Clark was appointed by President Joe Biden as the U.S. Commissioner General for the World Expo Dubai and served in the State Department in 2021 and 2022. Bob is dedicated to addressing critical issues such as children's needs, education, and rare disease research, and supports civic leadership. He served as the former executive director and board member of the Central Institute for the Deaf, and as a trustee at St. Louis University and the Washington University School of Medicine. Chancellor Degani, it is my honor and privilege to present Mr. Bob Clark for the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts. Let me first say that I am personally grateful to Bob for all of his guidance, support, and frankly, mentorship. I've interacted with Bob many times, and every time I speak with him, I learn something new. So thank you, sir. And the name Clayco, as Dr. Roberts just mentioned, is synonymous with civil engineering here at Missouri S&T. As you can see, Clayco laboratories all across our civil engineering department. So Bob, thank you very much. And by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of University of Missouri System, and with the recommendations of the Faculty of Missouri University of Science and Technology, I confer the degree Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the responsibilities and obligations pertaining to. Congratulations, Bob.
Congratulations, Mr. Clark. The university will now honor the Honorable Mike Parson by conferring the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa.
Chancellor, it is my honor to present Mike Parson, who has dedicated his career to public service and supporting Missouri's workforce, infrastructure, and educational systems. The Honorable Mike Parson served as the 57th governor of Missouri from 2018 to 2025. He previously served as lieutenant governor, state senator, state representative, and sheriff of Polk County. A native of Wheatland, Missouri, Governor Parson is a U.S. Army veteran and a third-generation farmer. During his tenure, Governor Parson focused on strengthening the state's economy, expanding job training opportunities, and enhancing broadband access across Missouri. He is an incredible friend of Missouri S&T and supporter. He played a key role in championing the Missouri Protoplex and in securing Missouri's designation as a federal tech hub, advancing innovation and economic development statewide. Chancellor, it is my honor and privilege to present the Honorable Mike Parson for the degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts. Governor, welcome to your university. Our university, like many other universities in the state, benefited from your generous vision for the higher education. I am personally grateful to the governor. He was just telling me that I have knee walked in his office many, many times when he was the governor. And he has been very generous with the university. For those of you who know of the Protoplex, the big manufacturing facility that's going up on the other side of the I-44, that facility and the entire program to help Missouri manufacturing would not have been possible without the governor's vision, support, and all the help along the way. So, Governor, thank you. Thank you sincerely, sir. So by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri System, and with the recommendations of the Faculty of Missouri University of Science and Technology, I confer the degree Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the responsibilities and obligations pertaining thereto. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Governor Parson. Chancellor Degani will now introduce today's commencement speaker, student commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have with us today Mr. Aiden Pickett, the president of our Student Council. Aiden is from O'Fallon, Missouri, and is pursuing degrees in computer science and psychological sciences with a minor in bioinformatics and a certificate in neurosciences. Wow. Aiden works as a research assistant in Dr. Daniel Shank and Dr. Casey Canfield's laboratories, focusing on explainable artificial intelligence for kidney transplants. Outside of his studies and research, Aiden works as a resident assistant and a KMNR radio DJ. Aiden also serves on the College of Arts and Sciences and Education Student Advisory Board. He recently participated on a Missouri S&T team that advanced to the semifinals of the Global Health Innovation Grand Challenges. Please join me in welcoming Aiden.
Congratulations to each and every single one of you. You are here today in no small part through your own personal perseverance against many trials and many labors. How many late nights? How many assignments and deadlines? How many extracurricular tasks too interesting to stop partaking in? Some of you come here from design teams on campus, others from academic labs. Some of you have spent your summers working an internship, and others of you have put this day off by a semester to delve deep into a co-op. However, all of you have worked tirelessly for your dreams. You are here today thanks to that ever so significant work. You have earned the right to be in this room. There is not a single person on this planet that can take this expertise from you. And isn't that feeling just wonderful? I say again, congratulations. Doesn't it seem like just yesterday you dared to endeavor onto this campus? Navigating moving out from home and learning of all the opportunities to allow your interests to flourish? Time throws itself past us like it is attempting to escape our grasp. As it flies by, we're lucky enough to collect experiences to last a lifetime, as you all have done here in college, here at Missouri S&T. Each experience collecting itself brick by brick in your wall of confidence, shaping who you are and who you will become. Here, at the end of this journey, and at the beginning of a new one, the time you have spent diving deep into those opportunities has shaped your personal toolkit, as one may say. You have equipped yourself with both the knowledge and the experience to succeed. You are ready for what comes next. And so, today, we celebrate. Today, we cheer. Today, you all should hold your heads high. For there is no greater pleasure than witnessing firsthand the fruits of your labor come to fruition. Few things will ever be so sweet. It is not the school that makes the student, but the student who makes the school. I stand here and I stare out at unequivocal excellence. You all collectively have made this university what it is today through your accolades and your accomplishments, both small and large. And so I say, why stop here? It is not the world that makes the person, but the people who shape the world. This is just the beginning of something much, much greater. As you all move into industry, higher education, and more, reflect upon the influence that you have and that you will continue to gain. What can you do to shape it all to be better? Where are you needed? Where are you wanted? Where do you want to go? With this degree and your intuition and ambition, there is no limit. Passion will take you distances where talent never had the grit to travel. So once again, and for one final time, I say to you all, congratulations. It is with the great pleasure that I tell you that you should stand triumphant today as you now move on to solve for tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aiden Pickett. Chancellor Degani will now introduce today's commencement speaker.
First of all, thank you, Aiden. I love your energy and your spirit of teamwork. We look forward for 3 more years of you here. So, distinguished guests, I am delighted to introduce our commencement speaker, the Honorable Governor Mike Parson. As you know, we presented him with an honorary degree just a few minutes ago, and Vice Chancellor Roberts spoke about his accomplishments in public service. I would just like to add a couple of personal notes about the Honorable Mike Parsons by way of an introduction. Governor Parson and his wife, Teresa, who's sitting here with us in the audience, thank you for being here, Teresa, live in Bolivar, Missouri, where they continue to operate their family farm. They have been married since 1985 and are proud parents and grandparents and most recently great-grandparents of 3 great-grandkids. As I said, Governor Parson has been a relentless supporter of higher education and particularly for our university. His vision was really enlightening, and every time I met with the governor, I was energized to pursue what we do here. So with that, we are grateful to the governor and look forward to his presentation. I have been at many of his State of the State address, and believe me, he's a wonderful speaker. You'll enjoy it. Governor?
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. And for you parents and grandparents and friends that are here today with a graduate, I know exactly what you've been thinking because I have been in that position myself several times. Thank goodness it's over, and thank goodness these guys are all going to work out there when this is all done. So thank you all for being here. Yeah, you can give yourselves a hand for that one. You know, I don't speak at very many universities. I didn't in my career. But this university had meant a great deal to me because I believe so much in the future of our state and why I come here today. First of all, I want to do a few thank yous. I want to thank the university for what it does. I want to thank for all the people that support this university for what it does, all the dignitaries that are on the stage with me, and I want to especially thank you, young men and women that are sitting here today getting ready to graduate. Now, I will share one thing with you students today, that you are no longer going to be students after today. You are doing a much better job than me and Bob. It took me 69 years to graduate, so I'm glad you guys are getting a little more of a head start than what we were to be able to do that. I got to tell a couple of quick stories. I got some really the First Lady was introduced a while ago, and let me tell you, she did a fantastic job as First Lady of the state of Missouri during our time as the Governor and First Lady, and I'm so proud of her to be here today. I wouldn't be here today myself if it wasn't for my senior staff, for the people that worked in my administration. And frankly, for this university, I wouldn't be here today. But a couple of them are here with me that was with me from all the way. And I would like just to introduce them real quick. My chief of staff and my communication director are both here today. Would you please stand up and be recognized? So let me just speak a little bit about Mo here real quick, or Chancellor Dagani, for his role. And I'm going to tell you something. Every one of you that are here today should be so proud of the way he's conducted himself, the way he's had a vision for this university, and more importantly for you graduates, the vision he had for you. This man, I will tell you, is not worried too much about today. He's all worried about tomorrow and the future. He has probably been in the governor's office more than any university chancellor, than any university president. And when he comes, he's always on a mission. You know, he's telling me how great this university is, how much more money I need to give this university. and what all the great accomplishments he's making. But there is one thing, one negative thing I want to say about him today. And I feel sorry for you students, I really do. I'm starting to feel more what you might have had to go through. He would come in the governor's office, and before he left, he would say, "Oh, Governor, I have some reading material for you that I'd like to leave with you," and this thing would choke a horse, what he would leave with me. And I said, "I'm not going to read that." And my poor chief of staff got stuck with all that paperwork. So if he treated you students like he did me, my heart goes out to you to be able to do that. So where do you go at 69 years old and you just received an honorary degree of all your life's accomplishments? And how did I get to this stage today? Maybe the question is how did you get in the seat you're in today? More important than how I got here on center stage. But I'm going to talk about something today that's just pretty simple. And for me, it's kind of who I am. It's about common sense. So let me tell you what each one of you are going to graduate today with. Each one of you are going to graduate with a toolbox. As you grew up, I guarantee you, your parents, your grandparents, your moms, your dads, your friends had toolboxes around their house. Somewhere they all did. And you know what was in those toolboxes? Tools to get things done. Pretty common tools. Pliers, screwdrivers, wires, all kinds of things to do. Unless you get out on the farm and you get bigger equipment, fancier tools. But when you were born, your parents started putting tools in your toolbox that you didn't even know about. And then all of a sudden, you got a little older, and your friends come along, and they started putting tools in your toolbox. Teachers give you tools to be able to deal with society as a young boy or girl. And then your churches, some of you that have to go to the churches, your faith played a role in those tools that you got. And as you grew, more and more people give you tools through experience, through good and bad. You understood what those tools were. But all through your life, people give you tools in good times and bad times. And I will tell you this. All those tools you've got today that you're going to take out of this university with you, and you're going to go out there in that world, you're going to have an opportunity that me or Bob or the ones that received honorary degrees today that we never had. Because I'm going to tell you, there is a foundation out there in this state, in this country, and this world. You're going to get to build on that foundation with the tools you have today. This diploma you're going to receive today, you're going to put that in that toolbox. And that old toolbox of yours all of a sudden is getting a little heavy because you got everything you need to be successful. Everything. And as you go through life, you're going to put more things in that toolbox. And you're going to continually go back to where it all started and how you got all those things put in that toolbox is what you're going to do. And then the day's going to come when the toolbox is pretty full, or in my case, the toolbox is going to have a few blemishes in it. Paint's going to fade a little bit. Toolbox is going to have a few dents in it. It's not going to open like it once did. And you're going to find out that everything you have accumulated, you've put in that toolbox, all of your years, all of my years, is why I'm here today. And there is no telling where you're going to go with your tools you have. There's absolutely no telling. You're going to get to do things that nobody else ever dreams about. I never believed I would be governor of the state of Missouri. I never wanted to be governor of the state of Missouri, to be right honest about it. But I have an opportunity to do things I would have never dreamed of, to build and to be successful, to make the universities better, to try to make you better than what my toolbox had. I wanted to give you more tools to be successful. So today is the day of a shiny toolbox. Yours is pretty polished up. And now you got to go use it. You got to go out in the real world and you got to figure out what else you're going to put in it. And what are you going to build? What are you going to fix? Are you going to build buildings? Are you going to build roads? Are you going to do research for medicine? Are you going to do all the things that you've been educated to do at this university? I will tell you, you will be successful. All you got to do is have the faith and the belief that you can. And I'm going to say one last thing about opportunity. Opportunity will come and it will go. And I will tell you what I tell many people. There'll be doors of opportunity that will open in your lives and your careers. Somebody's going to open that door, and it's going to happen many times. It's not going to happen once. But here's what I'm going to tell you, you students. When that door opens, you better be ready to walk through it. Because if you don't, somebody's going to step right in front of you and walk right through that door of opportunity. So use that toolbox, all the things you've learned in your life, and put it to good work, and take opportunity every time you get a chance to get it. And I guarantee you, you'll make this state better, you'll make this country better, and many of you will make this world better. And as always, it is an honor and privilege to have been the 57th governor of the great state of Missouri. Thank you for having me here today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Mike Parson. Dr. Gary Grubbs, Interim Vice Provost of Graduate Education, will now present the candidates for master's degrees, and Chancellor Degani will confer the degrees. Would the candidates for master's degrees please rise?
It's a tough act to follow, but I'll try. Maybe this will be the better act, you guys getting your degrees. Master's degrees have been awarded for hundreds of years for recognition of mastery at the level needed originally for graduates to go abroad to teach their subject area. Today, our master's degree candidates teach, consult, lead, and demonstrate expertise in their fields through various careers. Chancellor Degani, I have the honor of presenting these candidates who have been recommended by the faculty of Missouri University of Science and Technology for the master's degree as designated.
Thank you, Dr. Grubbs. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I confer upon you the master's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Graduates may be seated. Distinguished guests, please direct your attention to the screens at the front of the stage to recognize our distant students participating virtually today.
Ivan Cuellar, Xavier Quintana, Elizabeth Schaefer,
the faculty marshals will now direct the master's degree graduates to the platform. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. Graduates, when you return, you may be seated.
Joseph Edward Edmonds, Colin Randall. Chase Edward Johnson. Tony Richardson II. Audrey Rose Williams. Lyndon Ursery. Tina McMahon. Ali Marie Cumnick Brown. Mirzad Kablich. Tyson D. Prosser. Cullen Isaac Finley. Joshua M. Warshaw. Colton Watson Weaver. Anusha Adhikari. Shifa Kozar Shaikh. Haditha Badiza. Hussein Abbas. Pramod Shivachi Raut. Maung Za Thiha. Justice Esseman. Adana Broadward Tota. Victor Grant Nyarku. Richard Frimpong Owusu. Tarun Shaji. Nikhilesh Babu Madamanchi. Snigdha Sri Devalapalli. Dheeraj Mendu. Amarnath Arumala. Sri Venkata Manikata Padabai Ram Gani. Venkata Suhindra Mediseti. Rishitha Sarakanam. Venkat Surab Gudipali. Brady T. Creek. Emily Elizabeth Pesolato. Aiden Isaac Adams. Joshua Taylor Patterson. Samuel Isaac Patterson. Chandler Joseph Fox. Regis Kwok Ung. Tyler Roulier. Edward Kian Ho Kang. Ryan William Gervais. Elizabeth Quinn. Henry John Tien. Christopher Lee Doring. Peyton Elizabeth Dillon. Vidisha Walajabad. Natasha Marie Spangenberg. Sean Michael Oswald. Daniel Slater Steinmeier. Andrew Winjam. Sarah Michelle Friend. Megan Lily Seha. Gwyneth Ellen Price. Addison Riley Kent. Amanda Lynette Klessa. Harshavardhan Suvan. Cody James Neaters. Surav Bolar. Naga Venkata Prane Singuluri. Hanila Vuyuru. Divya Theja Gangam. Amane Babai. Divya Pulawarthi. Surya Prakash. Ravi Tija Thirnathi. Prabhukanth Potlapalli, Sanjay Nimagata, Srinivas Chintakayala, Navya Kakani, Lakshmi Pravalika Mutaneni, Satya Jai Deep Umadi, Aaron Sibam Sedu, Minakshi Raja, Mandadapu Vinay Krishna, Batala Magana, Pavitra Bala, Srija Kopera,
Will the audience please join me in congratulating the graduates? Dr. Robin Gore, Vice Chancellor of Student Success, will now recognize our undergraduate honors students.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize students who have completed the ROTC program at S&T. And have been commissioned into the U.S. Armed Forces. Please stand as I call your name and be recognized. Commissioned as a second lieutenant into the U.S. Air Force are Silas Azariah Angel, Kenneth Morgan Crone, Thomas Joseph Smagala Jr., and commissioned as a second lieutenant into the U.S. Army is Jacob Robert Ewing. And commissioned as a second lieutenant into the U.S. Space Force is Joshua Michael Eider. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize the students who have completed their bachelor's degree with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand as I call your name and be recognized. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Alec Dean Barshinsky, Megan Kate Boyle, Colin Patrick Dumke, Brett Dunn, Molly Alexis Fitzgerald, Jessica Amari Frank, Abigail Grace Farooking, Caitlin Ray Griebel, Ian Joseph Hawks, Samuel Heath, Thomas Heisner, Amy Catherine Kleffner, Camden Joseph Lockwood, Rachel Nicole Morgan, Victoria Faith Regetz, William August Thorne, Joseph Villarreal, and Tyke Warner Wells. Well done. Now I would like to call your attention to those students who have achieved Missouri S&T's highest academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Will all of these graduates please rise? The names of these students are also listed on page 15, 16, and 17 of your commencement program. Please rise. Congratulations on your achievement, and you may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Gore. Dr. James Sterling, the Vice Provost and Founding Dean for the Cummer College of Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Economic Development, will now present candidates for bachelor's degrees from the departments within the college.
Good morning. I'm honored to be here today representing Missouri S&T's newest academic college, the Cummer College of Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Economic Development. The college is named for benefactors June and Fred Cummer. June was an architect, and Fred was a 1955 civil engineering graduate from S&T. Fred Cummer was more than a successful civil engineer. He was a successful business leader, innovator, and entrepreneur. The Cummer College, which launched in 2022, prepares our students for success in business, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Will the candidates from the following programs please stand and remain standing? Business and Management Systems, Engineering Management, Information Science and Technology.
Thank you, and you may be seated. Dr. Mirzad Buzurdi, Vice Provost and Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Education, will now present candidates for bachelor's degrees from departments within the college.
The College of Arts, Sciences, and Education is home to 9 academic departments and 2 ROTC units. We offer a diverse range of academic degree and certification programs. Our programs are built upon Missouri S&T's over 150-year-old legacy of educating talented, engaged professionals who think critically, communicate skillfully, and embrace a lifelong appreciation of artistic expression, history, entrepreneurship, technological innovation, and the natural world. All of you have taken classes within the College of Arts, Sciences, and Education in disciplines such as chemistry, English, history, and mathematics. These classes have challenged you, and they have helped prepare you for what lies ahead. Will the candidates from the following programs please rise and remain standing? Biological Sciences, Education, Environmental Science, Psychological Science. Congratulations.
Thank you, and please be seated. Dr. David Borak, Vice Provost and Dean of the College of Engineering and Computing, will now present candidates for bachelor's degrees from departments within the college.
As a proud alumnus of Missouri S&T, I'm honored to present candidates from programs within the College of Engineering and Computing. These candidates have put in many hours of hard work to reach this milestone in their career. We are proud of all they've done, and we look forward to their future success. Missouri S&T was founded over 150 years ago, and our eyes are always on tomorrow. At S&T, we provide students with the tools to create solutions to current challenges and those that don't yet exist. Together, we will engineer a better future. Will candidates from the following programs please rise and remain standing? Aerospace Engineering, Ceramic Engineering, geological engineering, geology and geophysics, mechanical engineering, metallurgical engineering, and petroleum engineering. Congratulations.
Thank you, and please be seated. Dr. Stephen Roberts, Vice Chancellor for Strategic Initiatives, will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees, and Chancellor Degani will confer degrees upon the class of 2025. Will all bachelor degree candidates please stand as you are able?
Chancellor Degani, upon the recommendation of the distinguished faculty of Missouri University of Science and Technology, I am honored to present these candidates standing before you for their bachelor's degrees as designated.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree in your respective fields, together with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations, responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Graduates may be seated. The faculty marshals will now direct the graduates to the platform. Graduates will then go into the hallway for photos. Graduates, when you return, you may be seated.
Gannon Reeves Myers. Daniel P. Krobath. Thomas Joseph Smugala, Jr. Harrison Daniel Robert Smith. Fletcher William Smith. Andrew Jacob Smith. Anna Irene Schrader. Jack Joseph Schreiber. Nathan Henry Roy. Zachary Carter Roberts. Justin Rigerix. Teresa Rose Bless. Madison Grace Offerman. Peter Francis Montgomery. Jeremy Edward Merritt. Timothy John McLeod. Andrew Clifford Madison. Jonah Franklin Little. Jacob Robert Ewing. Tyler Willis. Jacob Allen Williams. Alexa Jane Wibbenmeyer. Tyke Warner Wells. Joseph Villarreal. Justin Michael Veers. Nathan Trong. Seth Jason Talmadge. Nicholas G. Stanfield. Austin Patrick Spurnell. Lucas Vowles. Luke Steven Serrano. Caleb Skornica. Gabriel Luke Pahayo. Alex Segura. Evan Chase Pardue. Imran Zachariah Alvi. Joshua Baker. Daniel Ryan Barboza. Ryan Scott Bauer. Connor Michael Bell. Tyler Relitz. Samuel Ivan Booth. Jordan Braunschweig. Michael E. Bridgens III. Carter Michael Davis. Aiden James Dollar. Josiah Hake. Parker Douglas Hartman. Jeffrey Marcus Headland. Samuel Becker. Timothy Michael Guccione. Alec Dean Barshensky. Cole Jacob Hopper. Data Roshitha. Leanne Jade Ford. Henry Robert Patillo. Gavin Francis Hayes. Benjamin Bradley Fisher. Braden Matthew Robison. Jake Julian Gazwaldi. Quincy Cummings. Derek Hill Baker. Riku Kasuga. Cameron Offerman. Caden Michael Gezzi. Carson Prenger. Zachary Kyle Pendleton. Anirudh Reddy Komoreddy. Lavelle Williams. Michael Apia Breffo. Logan Michael Heil. Grace Marie Holloway. Katarina Burr Keller. Logan Wayne Heilton. Hugh Kong Huang. Nicholas Troy Insera. Kenneth Morgan Crone. Drake Matthew Rob Beeman. Alexander Joseph Jackson. Trey William Brown. Spencer Kane. Mohamed Alamir. Nathan Michael Crump. William Theodore Gleason. Colin Brody Cones. Joshua Michael Eiter. Ella Elizabeth Horkey. Lily Sayako Chung. Brighton Joshua McDonald. Gianna Marie Mason. Colin Magruder. Cole Austin Littrell. Andrew James Lippincott. Cole Jeffrey Langford. Rohan Kanolkar. Zetivian James Miller. Bonnie Lou Abigail Ludlow. Ashley Grace Spindler. Janessa Marie Metzen. Alex Taylor Dalton. Donda Adriel. Walter J. Schuster III. Samuel Joseph Wright. Aspen Riley O'Neill. Molly Alexis Fitzgerald. Christian Scott Bigler. Lauren Elizabeth Linhart. Aiden Armstrong. Camden John George. And Tony Tantioko. Devin Joseph Chiaramonti. Antonio Stephen McKay. Meredith Little. Ian Joseph Hawks. Juliet Caruso Barnett. Rose Karen Ross. Kaylee Lynn Stanley. Addison Grace Hopkins. Liliana Marie Mercado. Gretchen Claire Roth. Frederick James Boland. Aaron Michael Brown. Reese Macaulay Hutchins. Jacob Ward Wanamaker. Grace Schlee. Tyler Cheatham. Charles Rudroff Carter. Irene Teresa Berner. Jacob Frederick Zobel. Jillian Marie Williams. Rachel Struckhoff. Braxton Wayne Schmedicke. Joshua James Sanders. Landon Drake Royster. Abigail Evelyn Richner. Madison Nicole O'Farrell and Archie the dog. Kai Philippe Chevalier Nyland. Samantha Marie Musgrave. James Paul Murray. Brinning James Mulkey. Megan Kate Boyle. Maxine Elizabeth Hassler. Abby Nicole Bleckley. Kenzie Lynn Byram. Brian Orkera Ferris. Ivan Lee Fulton. Bryce Anthony Gregg. Clayton R. Grisham. Troy Alexander Haynes. Troy William Huffman. Jordan Commons Johnson. Calvin James Jurgens. Isabel Grace Kane. Owen Barbie. Jackson D. Bates. Austin Lane Burnett. Presley Clark. Ryan Wesley Caton. Caleb Michael Williamson. Ethan Lee Paxson. Noah Ian Moore. Isabel Maria Monaco. Aria Kindle. Akruti Joshi. Jack Richard Holland. Calvin Kennedy Henry. Tyler Gibbs. Jarrett Ely. Colin Craig. Matthew William Clark. Nolan Daniel Crucial. Gavin James Brawley. Keir Daniel Bowling. John Byer. Lucas Bartolome. Justin Bax. Jessica Amari Frank. Caitlin Ray Gribble. Samuel Heath. Victoria Faith Regetz. Maria Isabeau Styron. Caitlin Abigail Collins. Antonio Michael Fernandez. Stephen James Hauser. Thomas Quinn Kelly. Gracie Rose Maggard. Zachary Robert Weiss. Jillian Winkler. Afzantes Andro. Silas Azaria Angel. Maxwell Lucas Atwood. Tyler Michael Belina. Kyle Garrett Bellis. Abigail Samantha Bernath. Gary Brian Borleza. Andrew Brian Sadler. Ryan Walker Russell. Kyle Austin Russetti. Adam Perry. Andrew Charles Patton. Akruthi Pashuparthi. Joseph Pham Nguyen. Natalie Grace Newman. David Glenn Moldenhauer. Allison Claire Miller. Ryan Meyer. Grant McVeigh. Keelan Wright McFeeters. John Charles McIntyre. William Tyler Mayo. Colin Jacob Mathers. Ethan J. Lucas. David Broski. Chase Brown. Lucas Alexander Brown. Megan Nicole Birch. Evan Alexander Casey. Augustin Michael Cleaver. Jackson Krangle. Cole David Creek. Colin Patrick Depke. Hannah Dinwiddie. Logan Carl Douglas. Gregory Daniel Drysword. Nicholas Andrew Driscoll. Alex French. Abigail Grace Firking. Amber Fugate. Caleb Jerry Gant. Samuel Lawrence Glosmeyer. Matthew Tucker. Matthew Thomas Lynn Trom. Kevin Hua Tran. Benjamin J. Turwelp. Zane Stemler. Eliana Louisa Stanislavski. Nicholas Alexander Stang. Luke Spanhorst. Weston D. Schlemeyer. Matthew Robert Souza. Samuel Thomas Schmidt. Luke David Murley. William August Thorne. Isabella Margaret Schiffer. Bailiana Elizabeth Swart. Emma Elizabeth Muser. Rachel Nicole Morgan. Zachary Glenn Graham. Thomas Heisner. William Connor Hicks. Savannah Hohen. Zachary Tucker Hoven. Christopher Victor Hunt. Madison Eiler. Jack Allen Ives. Dawson Isaac Chung Jeffers. Nicholas Johnson. Martin Dean Jones. Tommy Cacadieras. Kyle James Kiefer. Amy Catherine Kleffner. Chase M. Klein. Otto Keen Nittle. Austin Walker Cook. Adam Noel Kokel. Carmen R. Rodriguez. Molly Ann Prescott. Taryn Michelle Potter. Francesca Marie Metz. DeKayla McLean. Joshua David Lyles. David Harris II. Carter Lee Byther. Venislav Zilev. Nathan Michael Watka. Maxwell Jordan Webb. Allison Wang. Aiden Joseph Walters. Logan Alexander Wonders. Aiden Kyle Weaver. Matthew Wagoner. Denzel Villanueva. Anthony E. Vieira. Alexander John Kramer. Hayden Jonathan Crumpleman. Brody Andrew Lindbauer. Rhett Scott Liley. Camden Joseph Lockwood. Catherine Elizabeth Mazzella. Elizabeth Renee Say. William Mason Scruggs III. Matthew Ryan Sherman. Benjamin Orion Young. Abigail Page Dillon. And the one we've all been waiting for, Cruz McConnell.
Okay, once all the graduates return to their seats, we'll continue with our program. In the meantime, once again, I would like to thank all the family members and friends who are here today, either in person via live stream. I appreciate your support, and I know the graduate will remember you for a long time to come. So once again, congratulations to all graduates. You know, each of you are one step closer to being on this stage once again. Maybe as a faculty member, maybe as a dean, maybe as a chancellor of this wonderful university. The key is to keep learning, to keep remembering this place, your alma mater, and keep communicating with everybody here. You have the opportunity to remain an alum for a long time to come, and the Alumni Association will welcome you right away. Immediately, starting today, you can be an Alumni Association member and remain a minor for the rest of your careers and life. I encourage you to remember what the campus looks like today. I know many of you have been in the midst of a lot of construction that has happened, but keep a mental picture of what the campus looks like now. And when you come back in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, and yes, 50 years, we have actually faculty on our staff that have been here for 50 years. So when you come back in 50 years, then you'll remember what the campus looked like when you graduated from here. The Protoplex that you see across the highway, it will be soon opening up, I think in February of next year, but it's a construction project, so stay tuned when it's finished up. But once it's done, it'll be a huge addition to our innovation campus, the campus that will be across the highway. And you will remember it, and you will participate in it, hopefully one day, as engineers, scientists, and artists. So we look forward to your engagement with the campus as time goes on. Wherever you go after graduation or whatever your path will take you, I invite you sincerely to stay connected with this wonderful university. I also want to ask you, if you haven't seen the Wall of Fame that's in the Havner Center, take a look at it before you leave the campus. You know that a few years ago, 3 years ago, we celebrated our Cisco Centennial Anniversary, 150 years of this wonderful university. And we decided to identify 150 people who were impactful on this campus, whose lives enhanced this university, and every one of them are recognized on that Wall of Fame. They are categories of faculty, staff, and students, and you will see so many of them. You will see our first Japanese student that came to campus in 1880s. He wanted to study electrical engineering. We didn't have electrical engineering then, so he took some electricity courses in physics department. And even back then, in the late 1800s, he developed a plan and offered it to the city of Rolla to make the city of Rolla electrified. He even developed a business plan for it. If every household would pay $1, the city would have been electrified back then as the first city in America to have electricity. It didn't happen here, and he went back to Japan, and he electrified the very first city in Japan. And he stayed in communication with this university until 1927. He kept writing letters to, back then, Rollamo, which was a publication of the university. And if he could communicate with this campus all the way from Japan 100 years ago, you can communicate with this campus as we move forward. So I think everybody is back. Will the audience now join me again to congratulate our graduates one more time?
At this time, Missouri University of Science and Technology will present Damian Rion Rongi's family with the degree he earned. Chancellor Modugani will say a few words.
It is my honor to present a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Science to Damian Rion Rongi. Damian completed the degree requirements, but tragically passed away before his commencement ceremony. Damian was a 2020 graduate of Farmington High School. He earned a degree in biology from Mineral Area College. At S&T, Damian earned minors in geology, biology, and sustainability. He held a leadership role in ECO minors as the recycling coordinator. He worked on a capstone project for his internship with the Nature Conservancy, which he loved. Damian also loved to read, play video games, and enjoyed time outdoors. He also enjoyed spending time with his family and friends. Damian will be remembered for his caring heart and helping anyone in need. Accepting this degree on his behalf is his mother, Nancy Ronge. Thank you, Ms. Ronge, very much for attending and accepting this degree on behalf of Damian Rion Rongi. We will carry the goodness of this young man in our hearts forever. We will now proceed with a commencement tradition. Graduates, please stand up as you are able. I now invite you to move your tassels from the right side of your caps to the left as a symbol of your graduation from Missouri University of Science and Technology. Congratulations. Okay, now get your caps ready because you're about to do an iconic cap toss. No hard hats, please. If you're feeling ambitious and can hit the ceiling, you're gonna get our next honorary degree, okay? So get ready for that. I'm going to add some special effect when you toss your cap, so It will make a loud noise. I want everybody to know that it's going to make a loud noise, so be careful. Are you ready? Ready? Okay, all right. On the count of 3, toss your caps and remember, hit the ceiling. No hard hats, please, because it's going to come back down, right? So, okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. No ceiling was hit with any cap. So for your next degree, you either have to come here, establish a multinational corporation, or serve as the governor of the state of Missouri. That's how you're going to get your next honorary degree. So congratulations. You may be seated. Thank you. Please direct your attention to the screens at the front of the stage for congratulations from 3 distinguished individuals. The first speaker will be University of Missouri Curator Todd Graves, Chair of the Board of Curators. The second speaker will be University of Missouri President Dr. Moon Choi. He is a passionate champion for public higher education and for Missouri S&T, as well as our fellow University of Missouri universities in Columbia, Kansas City, and St. Louis. Concluding these remarks will be Dan Bailey, President of the Minor Alumni Association. The 3 distinguished individuals will now say a few words.
It is my honor to congratulate the Missouri University of Science and Technology class of 2025 on behalf of the University of Missouri Board of Curators. Graduates, we celebrate your achievements today, as over the past 4 years, you've worked diligently to earn your degree. I hope you're very proud of yourselves as you walk across the stage. You've persevered through classwork and research, late nights with a little sleep, midterms and finals, yet those are only a fraction of the moments that culminated in you receiving your degree today. Most likely, you've also determined tough life decisions, experienced the seen and unforeseen, and made friends that will last a lifetime. I believe it is these moments of perseverance and connection that have also prepared you to be inquisitive, eager, and ready to take on the world. When you cross this stage, you become part of our great network of Missouri S&T alumni. You can find minor alumni all over the world. Lean on them, as they will be excited to hear your stories and share theirs. Your minor ties will keep you connected and support you throughout your lifetime. Again, on behalf of the Board of Curators, congratulations, graduates. We can't wait to see your journey unfold.
Congratulations, graduates. You've accomplished so much, and because of your hard work and focus, you're about to graduate from one of the finest universities in the country. Many of you are about to start a great career, begin graduate or professional studies, or serve in the military. No matter your goals, you've earned your success. But you didn't achieve excellence alone. Many have supported you along the journey, including your family, friends, and our incredible faculty and staff. Thank you for being part of the S&T community and for your commitment to making a difference. Congratulations, minors.
Greetings, fellow minors and friends. I'm Dan Bailey, President of the Minor Alumni Association and a proud 2-time S&T graduate in geological engineering and engineering management. Today, it's my honor to congratulate our new graduates on behalf of the entire Alumni Association. As you begin a new chapter in your lives, never forget that you are part of one of the greatest alumni networks in the world. On this milestone day for our new graduates and your families, over 70,000 minor alumni join me in celebrating your achievements and your bright futures. I encourage you to make the most of that advantage by staying connected, getting involved, and mentoring the next generations of minor alumni. The opportunity that is now in front of this group will take you to all corners of the globe, but remember, no matter where you live or work, you'll always be a minor.
Chancellor Modagani will now say a few words to conclude our program.
Congratulations once again, and let me also recognize a few individuals who have worked so hard to make an event like this possible. First is Dr. Paul Hertz, our narrator behind the scenes. Paul is standing up there on that corner. Thank you, Paul. John Francis, our name reader. John is standing here. And believe me, that ain't easy, folks, reading all these names, reading off the cards, and thank you, John. Deanne Jackson, our registrar, and her staff. Deanne, would you please stand and be recognized? Everybody, thank you. The Associates in Sign Language LLC for providing professional American Sign Language interpretations. Thank you very much. Our band and choir, Brian Flegel in Media Services and his team, our event coordinators and S&T's Executive Commencement Committee, Dr. Steve Raper, Associate Provost for Academic Operations, Accreditations and Assessment. Steve is around here somewhere. Thank you, Steve. Our scriptwriter, a talented woman, Velvet Hasner. Velvet, I know you're somewhere in the back of the room and you don't want to be openly recognized, but where are you? Stand up and be recognized. Thank you, Velvet. Our staff in Chancellor's office, including the Chief of Staff, Jill Tanner, who's been a godsend for our operations, and Lynette Epstein. Thank you both. The facilities staff and everyone else behind the scene. Thank you all. A round of applause for all the hard work that people have put in. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Chancellor Dagani. As a reminder, photo booth locations are available throughout campus and listed on page 18 of your program. We invite you to use them for taking photos after the ceremony. We will now play the Alma Mater hymn, recorded and performed by the Missouri S&T Choir. Feel free to join in. The words are printed on the back of the program. After the hymn, we ask the audience to please remain seated until after the recessional. Distinguished guests, this concludes today's commencement ceremony. The mace bearers will now lead the recessional. Following the recessional, you may exit and meet your graduates outside the building to provide an orderly and efficient departure for all. Thank you.